Hi everyone, Scott Hansen with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap.
Welcome to Browns Weekly, your home for everything Cleveland football. The Browns remain perfect at 14-0 after a dominant win over the Ravens in Week 15, cementing their status as the top team in the league as the playoff push intensifies. Tonight's Cleveland studio timeout is brought to you by The Game magazine. Week 15. Cle is inside number 1 in the power picture, with the award race getting louder, and every page feels like a locker room bulletin board. Shedeur Sanders led the charge with an impressive 19 of 25 passing for 234 yards and 4 touchdowns, showing why he's a rising star in the MVP race. Travis Hunter was explosive, hauling in 2 touchdown catches, while Quinshon Judkins powered the ground game with over 100 yards rushing. The Browns' defense clamped down hard, highlighted by Trevor Lamontaine's interception and key stops that held Lamar Jackson and the Ravens to just 12 points. What was the key to your success in today's game against the Ravens?
Hey Angie, we really focused on execution and staying disciplined on both sides of the ball.
How does this win impact your momentum as the season heads into the final stretch?
Yeah Angie, it boosts our confidence and keeps us in the race. We're committed to stacking these wins.
This is Browns Live. I'm Jenny Alvarez with your Week 15 Jenny MVP race. At number 5, Travis Tiller of the Chiefs is holding steady with 3,741 yards and 29 touchdowns. At 4, Caleb Downs stays put for the Cowboys, piling up 3,558 yards and 30 scores. At 3, Marquise Burley of the Falcons slips down 1 spot with 3,457 yards and 31 touchdowns. At 2, Jackson Dart of the Giants climbs up 1 spot with 4,282 yards and 33 touchdowns. And still number 1, for the Browns, Shedeur Sanders is holding steady with 4,230 yards, 41 touchdowns, 9 picks, 302.1 a game and 6 straight weeks on top. That's your Jenny MVP race. Jenny Alvarez, signing off. Cleveland fans see 28-12 and think domination, but this was another Week 10, 11, 12, 14 special where Shedeur Sanders' shiny 4 TD, 1 int line hides a game that never felt fully under control snap to snap.
Jenny, this was different because Shedeur went 19 of 25 for 234 and 4 scores while the Browns dictated pace all night, turning every Ravens mistake into points and never letting Baltimore breathe.
If they really dictated, we wouldn't be talking about a 12-point Ravens team still hanging around while the Browns' offense kept relying on short fields and a couple of splash plays instead of sustained, ruthless drives.
You call it relying on moments. I call it a complete winning formula where Shedeur finished drives. Travis Hunter cashed in twice. Trevor Lamontaine flipped the field with that pick, and the Browns finally played a clean, grown-up game front to back. What a game last night. The Browns took down the Ravens 28-12. Coach, what did you see out there?
The defense was relentless. Angela. And Shedeur Sanders? He's on fire. His leadership was key, connecting well with Travis Hunter.
Absolutely. And no one's in the doghouse this week. How about that roster shake-up with Reg Michael Tucker getting extended?
Smart move by the front office. Stability is crucial.
In injury news, Trevor Lamontaine and Julius Gardner are both expected to miss next week with short-term injuries, sidelined for about a week. On the roster front, the Browns extended Michael Tucker, Tyler Hernandez, and JT Tuimoloau, locking in key pieces for the stretch run. Meanwhile, Hunter Wohler has been added to the roster, adding depth to the secondary. Coming up on the Ian Rapoport Report, contract smoke, injury timelines, Commanders' pressure points. Keep the alerts on, because the quiet note is usually the loudest one by kickoff. The Browns continue to run away with the AFC North, sitting atop the division undefeated at 14-0. The Steelers trail at 7-7, while the Ravens and Bengals fight for third with records of 5-9 and 3-11 respectively. Cleveland's perfect record keeps them on pace for the top overall seed and a first-round playoff bye. Welcome back to the Cleveland Studio Network. As we head into Week 15, the Cleveland Browns remain undefeated at 14-0, holding strong as the top seed in the AFC. With the Las Vegas Raiders close behind, the pressure is mounting as the Browns fight not just for playoff positioning but also for home field advantage. The stakes are high, and every game counts as we approach the postseason. Stay tuned for more updates. It was a night for highlight reels, Shedeur Sanders' pinpoint passing connected on 4 touchdowns. Travis Hunter's 2 scores electrified the crowd. And the defense's relentless pressure included big sacks from Michael Tucker and a game-changing interception by LaMontagne. These plays set the tone and sealed a commanding victory. Next week, the Browns face a tough test on the road against the Washington Commanders, a team sitting at 8-6 and ranked 12th in power. Watch for how Cleveland's defense handles Mason Graham up front and how Shedeur Sanders counters a Commanders secondary ranked 22nd against the pass. Also, with LaMontagne and Gardner likely sidelined, the depth and resilience of the Browns' defense will be under the microscope. Looking ahead, the Browns get Washington Commanders next. Washington Commanders comes in ranked 12 in the current power picture with a 8-6-0 record. The scouting board shows them at 24 in total offense, 16 in total defense, pass offense 21, rush offense 19, pass defense 22, rush defense 4. On the rating side they check in at 88 overall. What to watch for? Jaden Daniels at quarterback with 3,101 passing yards, 18 touchdowns, and 3 picks. Jimmy Horn Jr. on the perimeter with 0 catches, 878 yards, and 4 scores. Mason Graham anchoring the defense as a DT at 99 overall. That is the assignment heading into kickoff, and those are the names Cleveland has to answer. That's a wrap on this week's action. Get ready for the big showdown in Washington, where defensive depth, Shedeur's arm, and a hungry Commanders squad set the stage for a season-defining game. Keep an eye on the roster note too. Toby Dever was released. See you next week for a season swing showdown with Browns.